Well, I had the benefit of great data. I mean, we had a wonderful analytics group in our campaign, great pollsters, great field operations, and everything I knew told me that we were going to win those states. So I wouldn't have wagered my mustache unless I was pretty damn sure I was going to win the bet. You know, as a general matter, I think young people were underrated in this process. Young people, this is the most public-spirited group of young people that I've seen since the 1960s, and I think they're engaged in a way that their forerunner classes have not been in terms of involvement. But you know, admittedly, they were not involved in 2010, and we knew this was a big task for us to re-engage them in the electoral process. And so we spent a lot of time and effort on that through social media, through mass media targeted at younger voters, and through interaction in the field to get them re-engaged around issues, because young people are less about partisanship and more about what kind of future we're going to build. And so, you know, we had a very substantial effort. We knew that one of our imperatives for this campaign was to make sure that that youth vote was significant, and it turned out that it, in terms of a percentage, exceeded the percentage from 4 years earlier. Well, all of these conferences, I think, have a value in that they, you know, you can glean best and worst practices from the campaign. Each campaign made a series of decisions, a series of investments. Some worked, some didn't. And future managers ought to be able to look back at that and say, here's an avenue I ought to explore. Here's a mistake I shouldn't make. The one caveat I would add is that in terms of technology, if you looked at the 2008 campaign, it would seem almost prehistoric compared to the things that we were able to do in 2012. I suspect it's going to be that way from now on, because technology is improving at such a rapid rate. And so, while I think there's a lot to glean from this campaign, the best thing you can glean from it is look into the future and try and make some surmises as to what's going to be possible down the line, and really push the envelope on technology. Look, I think that the future of our country depends on getting good, well-motivated, smart young people involved in the political process, involved in the public arena, even if that means not-for-profits or non-electoral pursuits, but just really influencing public policy in a positive way. And my hope at the IOP, by starting an IOP at the University of Chicago, which is very much inspired by the IOP here at Harvard, that I can have some influence on young people, whatever their political persuasion, to think that this is a worthy calling to go into the public arena. And if 10 years from now I can look back and see some of those young people who are going to pass through my program as leaders, whether it's as candidates or advisors, running not-for-profits, in journalism, then I'll really feel like we've accomplished something.